Hey what's up guys, Box here and welcome back to a brand new F1 video. This time we're going to be doing the Formula 1 2018 game mod, or the mod for the F1 2017 game, whichever way you want to call it. Link will be in the description. There's actually now a full mod which has been made, which updates the UI, all the liveries, everything you could possibly think of. So going through the interface, look here, got all the updated skins for all the cars. I mean, if we go into time trial and we'll go through every car, you can see it's updated all these, and look at that, it's pretty mad, isn't it? This mod is actually so cool, it's so insane. So if we go into Grand Prix and we'll take a look, start a new Grand Prix here, get rid of that one, modern F1 cars. So if we go to Mercedes, they've got all the updated pictures as well. Look at that, it's just insane really. And then if we go to the newer ones, so it's got the new updated drivers as well. And if we go, where else? If we go Toro Rosso, 2 brand new drivers, both there. How cool is that? So there's a lot added into this. I mean, let's go look and have a look at, see how they've done the French Grand Prix, whether they've included that. The modder, let's take a look. France. I don't think he has. No, basically there's no way to do that, so it's a shame that couldn't be added in, but obviously it physically can't add in a new track into the game. So what I thought we'd do in this video is we could go through all the cars to start with. We'll do Australia since that's the next Grand Prix coming up. We'll go through all the cars, show the liveries. I think the car model, I've had a quick go with this, only in the Ferrari. I think the car models have been updated. I noticed the Ferrari one isn't actually the Ferrari one, but I'm not sure what car model it's based off of. The Mercedes is the same though. So if we go to track, just have a look around this. So if we just whack it into TCAM, this is what the TCAM looks like. It's pretty nice. It's just the standard Mercedes livery car model. Coming to turn 1. So let's take a replay of that. Right, so here's the Mercedes then, out on track. So you see the livery looks very nice, and it is actually based off of the Mercedes car model, which is nice to see that consistency as well. So there we go. So here is the Ferrari then. You see it's a different car model, which I'd have preferred. I think I'd have preferred seeing the actual Ferrari. I'm not 100% sure what car model this is based off of. I think it might be the Red Bull or something like that, or the Williams. Could be. Not. Yeah, it might be the Williams. Not 100% sure. Let's take a look at a replay camera of that. Take a look at the car model from the outside. See, there's a lot of detail. I know in the modders post he was saying that they're quite high resolution cars, which is good to see. So there we go, turn 1, number 1. The Ferrari looking real nice. Right, so did I actually experience the first game crash? The modder was saying that the high resolution textures can actually cause the game to have some light crashing. But we were flicking through the menus, changing the car, so it could have been to do with that. I know that when I had problems when I was doing my mod for my career mode with crashing, but I managed to fix it. So maybe if the modder has a way to fix it, we could see that in a mod update. That'd be pretty cool. But nonetheless, here's the Red Bull again, looking real nice. It's not that different to last year's one. I mean, the camo one I thought looked better than this one. It would have been nice to see them go for something completely different, but it'd be nice if we could see different camera angle of the Red Bull. But there we go, TV camera didn't want to do it, but we all know what the Red Bull looks like. So let's move on to the next car. So it is actually the Williams that the Ferrari is based off, but here is the Williams then. Again, not looking that different. They've been pretty much the same for the past 4 years, but Martina are actually pulling out of their sponsorship deal with the Williams team, so we're gonna see a different livery next time round. But there you go, let's take a look at the replay camera. Again, looking pretty nice, but it's pretty much the same as the the past 4 years. So nothing really innovative from Williams yet, but next year we will see some slight differences. So here we are then with the Force India. It's this is also based off of the Williams car model. It'd have been nice to see them keep it with the Force India. I think I prefer that, but there's no reason why you can't go and download and there's other Force India mods for the 2018 season and put that in, which is something I might do. But let's take a look for the outside when it eventually comes into shot. I don't know why the TV camera does this, but here it is. You can hear it coming. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The Force India. It does look very nice from the outside though, with the Williams mod on. There you go. Bit of a quick preview. Sorry that these aren't very in-depth like analysis of the cars, but I think you've all seen the skins and that, but it's just how the modders implemented them into the game. So he's again using the Williams car model. So it looks like all the cars are going to be pretty much the same to drive, unless you go for like Mercedes or Red Bull or something. Here's the Renault then, the banana. Very bright yellow this car is, very 2010-esque, which is nice. But then if you look at the back, it's still black, just like the previous year. So really nice livery from Renault, and the modders made it look really cool in this as well. So let's get into the next car. So here we are then with the Toro Rosso, which I think looks really neat because it uses the Red Bull car model, which is nice to see. And obviously it's going to have 2 new young drivers, Pierre Gasly and Hartley. So I reckon this is going to look real nice from replay camera. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks incredible, with a Honda power unit as well, which seems to be really reliable now. How much bad luck can that be for McLaren, leaving their Honda engine, which appears to be more reliable now, and they're probably going to get really a fast engine now. Oh well, let's move on. So here we are then with the Haas. Pretty much looks exactly the same as the F1 2017 one, but they've changed more towards the back of the car, less grey and more white. Was it the other way around? Can't remember. Let's take a look at the replay camera. I'm pretty sure it's more white than grey now, like it used to be. Yeah, more white than grey. Again, looking pretty nice. Oh yeah, more white than grey, there we go. But very much the same as last year and the past so many years of the team being in the sport. So here we are then with the McLaren Renault, the start of a new era with start of a new era for the McLaren team. Just like the last 3 years was meant to be a new era. I could probably see another unreliable patch coming after the second lot of testing, but I know the McLaren will work hard to fix it. But this livery is real nice, the papaya orange. Let's take a look at it. It's really nice with the blue, really nice with the blue accent to it, looking real smart and looking like a fast car, but it could be unreliable as well. That's just from testing though. So there we have it. So then finally we've got the Sauber Alfa Romeo team, and this livery is just, it's a bit plain, a bit boring, but it's really nice to see a brand new outfit in the team basically taking over pretty much. Well, not taking over, just a new sponsorship deal for the Sauber team. But Alfa Romeo, obviously Fiat own Ferrari and Alfa Romeo, so you can really see this being a junior team for Ferrari in the future years, just like Red Bull have Toro Rosso. Could be the same sort of thing, but for now the Alfa Romeo Sauber team I think are going to be the slowest car on the grid, but I think they will develop, especially with the support from Fiat with Ferrari. So that's all the cars done. So let's do a bit of a quick race then in one of the cars. So let's get to the race. Right then. So here we are for the race then. Let's choose let's choose a car. Who should we choose? We got all these cars to choose from. I'll be doing plenty of videos on this this game, but I think for now, well, on this mod, but for now I think we're gonna go Mercedes. Kick it off with Mercedes. We do Bottas, I think. No, we'll do Hamilton, and we may as well do the Australian Grand Prix. We'll go with 3 laps, 5 laps. So here we are then for the race at Melbourne. I thought I'd include this little clip just to see what it's like with the 2018 cars. I really do like these cinematics. I really think they make the game. But you can see all the teamwear's been updated for the teams as well. I mean, look at that. Looking really cool. This is actually a wet race, so let's see how we get on with that then. So here we are then. We should put on some increased downforce setup, I think. I think we're going to go for that one, just the default one. Starting from pole position then, Lewis Hamilton. What are we able to do? Starting from the front. Oh, come on. Oh, look at that start. Not the best. It could have been a lot worse, locking up a bit into turn 1 as our teammate comes up the inside of us, and then Sorokin as well. Good for the Williams driver, that is. And then we've got the 2 of the Red Bulls behind us, Verstappen and Ricciardo. Oh no, coming into the end of this DRS straight. Sorokin in the Williams, that's good. He's good for him to be in 3rd, obviously not because he's in front of us. But we've got 4 laps to try and pass and overtake all these guys. Sorokin getting a bit out of shape there. I think there's a bit of a crash going on behind. So just take a replay from this corner. I've locked on to Fernando Alonso because they've got his new helmet, and it looks like he's the one that got sent out of control there. Wow, we didn't really see that clearly. Let's take a better look at that. So he's side by side with one of the Renaults here. Goes up the inside, oh, just clips and then just loses control. That's a shame for the McLaren driver. And who's that behind him? Ah, it's on the Haas cars. So pretty interesting start to this race and a bit of a crash going on. Nice to see they've got the updated driver helmets as well, which is a nice feature. And like I said at the start of the video, there will be a link to this in the description. It's easy to install. All you need to do is drag and drop it over your current F1 folders, and then it will add it in for you. So nice and easy to install. Hopefully the modder can fix the crashing issues. I've only had 1 crash, and I've been recording this for about 20 minutes now. So let's see if it doesn't crash through this race. So Sorokin's going quite slowly actually, and we've lost touch with the leaders now because of that. So we need to get underneath him. There we go, down his inside. Let's see if we can push on then to the back of Bottas and Vettel. Come around the final corner. Sebastian Vettel 144.5. Wonder if they'll get into a bit of a battle. Going to turn number 1, missing that apex a bit. It's very difficult to drive in these conditions actually. You saw through turn 1 we did mess that up. Quite a high speed corner. Very difficult in these wet conditions. See if we can catch up to Bottas. This car is quite stable though. We do have quite a high downforce setup on. 3.8 seconds is the gap. See if we can close it down. So there we go, setting the fastest lap of the race. We're slowly catching up, but not really going to be able to catch up in this race. So what I'm going to do is make it a bit interesting on the last few laps. We're going to drop behind Verstappen, see if we can get into a bit of a ding-dong battle with Verstappen then in the Red Bull. A bit embarrassing if we let him through and then he overtakes us and we can't get back up to him. That'd be pretty embarrassing, wouldn't it? Oh, I hate wet conditions. Right, we haven't got much fuel, so we can't really use the rich mix. But overall, I'm really enjoying this mod. And I'm wondering whether to switch to this mod for my career mode. I might not. I might go back to the ones I've got installed. Go through this fast left-right chicane. Right, we're going to have one lap left after this to overtake Bottas. So this lap's sort of pacing ourselves. Going into the final sector then. Don't see how that's a 5th gear corner. Now this final corner is very difficult to put the traction down at. Oh, we ain't got a lot of rich mix. Let's see if we can get him. Through turn number 1. Oh, that rear end. Stepping out on us. Now the performance has actually been updated for the cars, which is another thing I've forgotten to talk about, which is why Verstappen's so quick. The top 3 teams are all very evenly paced, and I think they've closed the field down. But the top 3 teams are Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes, and I believe they've made it so Red Bull are the best aerodynamically, which is why maybe we're struggling, and Ricciardo's catching up behind us because they're going to have a lot of downforce. And not only is it a street circuit, it's also the wet weather conditions, so maybe dropping behind Verstappen was a mistake because we're struggling to keep touch with him. Oh, through there. Yeah, we're definitely struggling to keep touch with him. But it's nice to see that they've updated the performance for the cars. I mean, the F1 game is at the halfway point of its life cycle now, so it's good that for PC players that they are able to mod their game to keep it fresh. Especially with the F1 season starting this weekend. Look at that rear end going. Whoa. So weren't able to catch up to Verstappen. Let's see how our lap times compared to his though. I think we did get the fastest lap overall. But make sure you do go and download this mod. I've really enjoyed it, and if you've got it on PC, would recommend it. The modder says he's going to update it, and I've seen some of his other mods as well, so I know he does update them. So some updates coming, and it's nice that the team as well, the teamwear's updated. And there we go. We gave Verstappen a free podium. We did manage to get the fastest lap of the race, but let's just take a replay then of the start, just so we can see what the field's like. We're a bit slow off the launch, and then we bogged down, but the Williams of Sorokin did really well. You can see sort of where all the teams are placed in terms of performance. We obviously saw the Williams of Sorokin drop down, and the Red Bulls overtake him, and then the Red Bulls started to hunt me down. Obviously I let Verstappen through to try battle him. That was a mistake. I forgot that the modder had actually updated the performance. So there you have it, the F1 2018 mod for the F1 game. I'm not sure whether it works with other mods. I think the modder said to uninstall all other mods. I'm not sure how it is compatible with other mods. Might have to try it. But there you have it, the F1 2018 mod for the F1 game. I hope you have enjoyed. Remember to download it, link will be in the description, and let me know your thoughts on this video and also the mod. So we will see you in the next one.